These flowers here are extremely poisonous. Breathing in their spores tends to result in you falling to sleep. Large possibility of being kidnapped by witches. It's a good thing this is on video because I'm getting very sleepy. We have the Duke's Castle over there. Only people whose last name is Duke are allowed to live inside of that place. The rest of us have to live inside of the towers, which were coincidentally named after towers in England, which were a horrible prison where lots of people died. Not quite unlike the towers we have on this campus. The lamppost from the land of Spare Room. Over here we have the parking lot where we schedule our routine curb stompings and knife brawls. And over here we have the infamous Dead Man's Jump, coincidentally named after a boy named Deadman who jumped. Some say he was pushed. I personally believe he was possessed. This is a graveyard of shrimp heads. Okay guys, today's video, which was not supposed to exist, is actually going to be filmed entirely outside. It's a beautiful day out here. So, it's been a long time since I've done an actual video blog. I've been talking about like nothing but the news for just like months and months now. I know at least since I got here in January. I don't even know if any of you guys even remember back when I would do these just silly little vlogs about myself. Holy I just saw a guy with a pipe walk by. It is not every day you see a guy with a pipe in this town. Maybe a lead pipe, but like an actual tobacco pipe. Maybe it was a bubble pipe. I used to have one of those. Actually, the real reason that I'm filming this outside today is because the past months have left me a little bit pale and pasty. My vacation officially starts Friday, if you can call going to my parents' house a vacation. The real reason is that I've got one more final that's coming up on Thursday, and I'm hoping that if I get tanned enough, I will resemble a foreigner. My teacher is a foreigner. Maybe I can get some extra points. This is serious business. Since I'm leaving on Friday, I'm going to be taking a bus pretty much all over different areas of America, but generally inside of the Houston region. I was looking at the travel time of this actually. What would normally be an hour-and-a-half trip is actually something like 7.5 hours on the bus. So I don't know if they're going to have goats who pull it, maybe a large dog, but there's no, I mean, I could walk and make the trip in less than 7.5 hours. I've been out in the open air for a whole 15 minutes now and have not gotten shot. It is a good day. So last night at 11 p.m. I got this call in from the ROTC and they're like, "Hey Jaden, could you be here at 5 a.m. in the morning to do a just random physical training session every day until the end of summer?" And so I'm like, hell yes! Because that is the only approved way of responding to your commander. So afterwards I went to the gym like I normally do, and there was this unusual old man there. Halfway through doing his set of weights, he takes out his phone and says, "Hello, Mommy Luna? Hello, Mommy Luna." He was talking to the moon. So, are we still on for dinner? Not only is he talking on a first-name basis with the moon, he's taking her out on a date. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I had this idea over the summer videos. Instead of my normal show, I could be introducing a couple of changes to it. So instead of just like listing the unusual news, I might start doing an alternate show where I list several news stories that are true but just totally bizarre, and then actually make up one on my own. You guys will have to guess which one I just made up, because sometimes the stories that really happen are the absolute strangest. Like this morning I was reading about this guy in Iowa who got caught dumping his couch into the lake because he said his friend who had just died had his last dying wish that this guy would make a memorial reef for him inside of the lake out of his couch. This would make a lot more sense if he had smoked some memorial reefer beforehand. And of course the guy was only discovered when one of the couch cushions couldn't keep its feathered mouth shut and floated up to the top of the lake. And people said, "Hey look, it's Billy Bob's couch. He must be dead." Also, I read a story earlier that a lot of colleges across America and Europe are becoming much more awesome because they're now offering courses in zombie studies, ethics of Star Wars, lessons you learn from YouTube. Now normally I could say I would just graduate out of that class, but so far the only thing I've learned from YouTube since I started doing this show last September is that gay men and e-hookers looking at you are the only people who get the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And then we also have the ongoing menace that we call Shane Dawson. Oh, and for those of you guys who follow me on my Twitter, I was featured on YouTubeDrama.com where they called me like a fugly moose or something. But they were talking about how I was just copying Sexy Phil and What the Fuck, which is interesting because he hit the nail right on the head. That is exactly what I'm doing. That is a big tree. But because I'm going to be technically homeless and on vacation for the next 2 weeks, there might not be any videos for a little while in the lexicon. Man, it's a beautiful day out here. Oh great. Swine flu.
It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. To let it get away on the road. But you got no destination.
I just passed a guy in the hallway and he said, "Jaden, are you ready for the big test?" Oh
I forgot.